Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here, Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, keeping you sane in insane markets. It is Monday morning, January 20th, 2025, 8:20 Eastern Standard Time. A little late to the party to be doing the analysis, but really today, absolutely no clue. I thought that the trends were going to continue from Friday. They haven't really reversed, but they didn't continue for sure. So um, interesting day today. Starting off with dollar yen, as I say, because dollar yen is the shaker and the groover. And interesting. Had support, short term support on the day at 155.86. Do not like the idea that it popped through it. This is a 1 hour chart, but for me, it really shouldn't have done that in order to continue up towards the 156.80. This is a weekly. These are two weekly levels. If you haven't seen the weekly video, check it out. This is like two important areas to get dollar yen through to show that it has continued strength to continue upward. Right now, the new top that's in at 58.60. That level basically becomes this 156.80 level. It needs to get through this. If it could get through this, it's basically showing that this move down here was false, trapped people, and then it should catapult us up into this area and perhaps even a little bit higher. Now there is a holiday in New York today, so central, the traders aren't going to be in, but like I said in previous videos, doesn't mean they can't trade. So, but it may be slow today because of the holiday, the federal holiday. Let's move over to good old sterling dollar. See, this is what I was saying on the weekly. Like the crosses get caught up with. Really, it's all through dollar yen, because dollar yen, like if I was going to extrapolate what the cross should be using yesterday, right? And I keep dollar yen where it is. So let's say the cross was like 190, 190.05. What are we? 156. Sterling dollar should be 121.50. If everything was in relationship, if it was all moving together. But as you can see, it's 30 points higher. That's why the cross is slightly higher. But right now, as it stands, sterling still bearish. It needs to break this 121.50 level. The only way that it shows any type of strength on the day, is if it gets through 122, 122.35. That's a critical price for today. 122.35. Then it's got resistance all the way up. You may be able to get a pop of maybe 50, 60 points out of that. There's very strong resistance at 123.30. So it's all going to depend on whether or not dollar yen can continue the rally. If that would bring the cross, the sterling yen up and the euro yen up. If it's six of this and a half dozen of that right now. So right now it's in a big rectangle. It's like this right now, sterling dollar, like it always does, until it breaks down and creates the new lower or starts to break up and show that it's got some life. But it's not really doing that right now. So let's get over to good old sterling yen. All right, so there's short-term resistance in sterling yen at what? What do I got? I should have put it on my chart already. 190.93. Yeah, 190.93. I think we went up to. Let's go 190. Let's go 191. Okay, give it a little bit of skid. 191. Then there's resistance at 191.43. Yeah. It has to hold above right now, it has to hold above 190.35. Let's put that down here. 190.35. Let's go 33. Let's change it. Change the color to red. That's like, oh, you know, that color stinks on this background. But anyway, 190.33. It has to hold. If it can't hold, if it breaks down through that, you could expect us to track back down to this 189, say 80, 189.65, 70 level, 80 level, and that's that really important point on 189.55. If it breaks that, then it's showing that it's going down to 189 the figure. But this is the critical price on the day right now on this hourly chart, on all charts, because these are just points. 190.35. If it breaks through 190.35, then it's showing weakness again. So pay attention to dollar yen and sterling dollar. So if you start to see sterling dollar start to accelerate down and dollar yen kind of staying the same or moving up slightly, the cross is going to get hit down. The relationship between the components of the cross, very important to understand. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Actually, most people don't even know how to calculate the cross. So I could teach you how to calculate the cross. So therefore you can have the mathematical understanding between, like, you know, what's going on with the cross. Euro yen. Matter of fact, all the gurus out there don't know how to calculate the cross. That's for sure. Because they're just baloney. Critical price for euro yen is 160.80. I'm glad I set this chart up. There is this should have been resistance right here, 161.32. So we skidded through it a little bit. We went to what, 161.50. If this breaks, you know, down again, it's basically drifting lower. This is the price today that it has to hold, 160.80. If it breaks 160.80, then it's drifting back down towards the 160, the figure where we were just the other day. So it's still, you know, right now bearish. The price that you got to watch today is this level right here. Okay, where is it? Right there. This should be all resistance up in here. The only way it shows any type of strength is if it gets through this 161.84, and then it's got resistance right behind it at 162.20. So I'll put that one up there too, just 162.20 is the next level. So what am I telling you here? I'm telling you that this should be support right now. If it breaks down, it's heading towards this 160.79. If it breaks that, that means it's going back down into the downward leg of the bearish trend that we have, the bearish weekly trend that we have. Okay, there we have the currencies all in 8 minutes and 29 seconds on a lovely Monday morning. And remember, always trade what you see, trade your system, and enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.